Mr. Boo.
Then, yeah, the WWE product was a lot better then than anything they have on right now. Forever. Yeah, not at the rate you guys are going. Together. Nah, we're so split as fans between all these cable networks and streaming services. WWE running wrestling one day at a time. Notwithstanding the latest blunder being the Becky Lynch Raw promo, where she offended fans, friends, and family alike with the comments about if she were in Birmingham, that she would die too, in reference to Ozzy Osbourne's recent passing. This being said too soon, and WWE now considering an apology to the family, mainly Kelly Osbourne. With this newest blunder aside and already talked about, let's get into why I think the WWE has sold all of its soul and is not the WWE we need or deserve as it continues to flush itself down the toilet. So let's talk about the then, shall we? 80s, 90s attitude and aggression. Yeah, that was WWF, and that was WWE, and that was wrestling. Then we ushered in the PG era, and it's still okay, but it's only okay until it's not. Let's talk about the now. Now, for the past few years, the last ones under Mr. Vaudevillain James Bond, baddie wannabe Dr. Evil looking mustachioed McMahon, we started seeing brand label matches like the Mountain Dew Pitch Black or the Cinnamon Toast Crunch match. And there were partnerships and logos here and there, like Snickers being in the games and Snickers commercials, or Snickers commercials that featured WWE stars. And this really, as far as any of it went, like for advertisements go, is nothing new, because, like, ooh, yeah, snap into a Slim Jim. And then, there was this too, but we don't mention this. But when you start doing all of this, there's a problem when you have a Slim Jim labeled logoed table and fireball ladders. And now we got to talk about this ring mat. When Vince McMahon sold to TKO, he flushed the toilet on this company, and we've been circling the drain ever since. Now, around this time, the product as a whole, as in matches, talent, storylines, and spots, was already starting to stink up the joint. But at the same time, when Vince McMahon had sold the WWE to TKO Holdings, he was caught up in not one but two scandals with very serious allegations, so not off to a good finish for Vince's WWE era, or a very good start for the TKO logo era of the WWE as well. Alas, there was hope though, as Vince was out and Triple H was in, and things looked good again, better than before. The matches, the stories, talent, well, it was coming back. But then came TKO and corporate greed and laid that 3-second tan down on Triple H. And that is where all this advertising has started. Our WWE mat turned into UFC's mat. Our weapons now branded. Matches now sponsored more and more with LED boards. The turnbuckles, they're all trying to sell us more than entertainment. TKO is all about money, and the WWE has become nothing more than a company that has just been hell-bent on making moolah than actually bringing us or making any type of form of great entertainment in today's world. Even back when the Saudi Arabia deal was made with Vince McMahon, that too was all about money more than anything else. And yes, they brought the WWE to the fans there. And yes, they broke that bread and they built them bridges, but they wanted to keep the bread money and they wanted to own them bridges because it's all about money in the past recent years. As the most recent complaint even that I have heard is the ticket prices, as fans in France on Friday Night SmackDown chanted, "We ain't got no more money." Like, Are you telling me you have merchandise and sponsors and deals and contracts all over and up and out of your wazoo? But you still, year after year, find the need to raise ticket prices in a continually failing economy. I mean, most of us fans of wrestling are middle class, hard working people. We can't afford these prices. I went a few times in my day, back in St. Louis when the Kiel Center was still there. We got some okay seats and we enjoyed the show, and my parents who took me had no financial issues. But parents today, like, what do you got to do? Do you have to sell your car? Take out a second mortgage on your home? Do you have to rob a bank? I mean, wow. And then we got the 2K games that go right along with this WWE money grab scheme, because we pay $70 to $120 or more for games that give us nothing, much like the product is giving us nothing for the money that we spend on it. And all the games do is push DLC packs to help them gain fans and more, well, you guessed it, money, 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 money. Money! Like, who asked for the Pat McAfee and Friends pack? Or the entire NBA pack? I mean, Shaq, hell yeah, he was in WCW and AEW. Even went through a table with Cody frickin' Rhodes. But all those packs, and I'm not saying celebrity guests don't date way back, as in Mr. T or Snoop Dogg or Jelly Roll and anyone and everyone in between and all around those two. But what I am saying is, just like the WWE, this game with 2K was once more just a way to make more money together, and was almost like a prelude to what's next with this terrible ESPN deal that has just been made. But before I talk ESPN, we also got the acquisitions of partnerships with AAA and TNA. Well, I got two words for you: money grabs. And it's more talent and shows to exploit, more sponsorships to grab and just sponsor the crap out of, and of course, more merch and publicity, right? So that's what I think of the now. Definitely all about the money, not about the show. Definitely not in it for the fans. So now let's get on to the forever part in the WWE's opening, right? Yeah, let's get on with it. Forever, you say? Not at this rate. We can't afford the merch, the seats, the services, the nothing. And when we can't afford to watch anymore, there will be, quote, unquote, more people let go due to these mysterious budget cuts, and there will be no one left, no good product for what we pay to see. And alas, a lot less fans due to that will be watching. And I'm not just talking about those empty seats that they try to hide either. And that brings us to Together. Together, where the WWE product is, the fans are all over the place. We're not together. I mean, look at this. We have to have all of these apps or networks to watch everything that WWE has to offer. And now most of the catalog is going to ESPN for a whopping $30 a month. I mean, Netflix for Raw and ESPN, plus Peacock and etc. and etc. This is all over the place. I mean, at least Evolve is free on Tubi, but come on, just Evolve, for crying out loud. You have divided your fans so much financially and so sporadically to make money. There is no Together. And AAA on YouTube, yeah, okay. Probably with a YouTube TV subscription, because they gotta make that money, right? And they want us to pay for it. They want our money for an inferior line of wrestling entertainment. They have been shoveling out crap, and we're just eating it, guys. We're just eating it. So lastly, we're at my final thoughts. Man, I miss the then and I hate the now. WWE Network, man, that should have never left. Guys, that was the best way to see what the WWE had to offer. Everything it had to offer, but I guess it just wasn't profitable enough for the men in charge. TKO and TKO Holdings, man, they suck. In fact, they have sucked what was left of the WWE dry. The product is slowly sinking into the mud. The logos, And the advertisements, all those placements, man, they are everywhere. And instead of keeping my eyes on the ring, instead of keeping my eyes on the action, that's where my eyes go. They are nothing more than a distraction trying to sell me other things besides sports entertainment. My eyes should be focused on what matters, not any of that crap. And lastly, what do you all think about the WWE these days? Hell, let me hear you. Leave a comment and let me smell what you are cooking. And as always, if you like what you see, layeth the smacketh downeth on that like button. Hell, maybe give a people's elbow to the old subscribe. And then pin that bell 1, 2, 3. And until next time, well, I've been Mr. Boo Entertainment Guru, and I will see you at Clash in Paris. I'm out.